Woo. Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to City Live. Dub. Delph. Bars. Let's go. Yeah. I rap circles while these rap niggas. I've been nice since niggas drove black act figures. That's my word. Check my resume. It ain't shit for me to demonstrate or let the Mac go and let your shirt ventilate. I got bars like fat hoes with dinner plates. I spit acid until you disintegrate. Not pussy, so don't try to intimidate my niggas. They move that white boy just to timberlake. It's for the money, so nigga, I've been struggling. Put a plan together, come up and start bubbling. I'm a boss, so bitch, I run games. You niggas suck like hoes with tongue rings. The most intricate, coming with some different shit. Watch how I'm spitting it, don't make me put the clip in it. Nigga, don't make me put the clip in it. Don't make me put the clip in it. Every day's a lesson, nigga, only if you get it. Better learn from your mistakes and get with it. Time waits for no man like sand in an hourglass. Don't let your life go watching the hours pass. It's yours for the taking. Say what? It's yours for the taking. Say what? It's yours for the taking. Say what? Yo, it's yours for the taking.
It's mine from the times that I stepped in the room. Squat up on your platoon like posses at high noon. I'm weed, coke, and shrooms, pills you popped in your mouth. I'm the dope the dead lion warned you about. The gateway to a network, you fucking with the expert. You'll fall like origami in the wake of my tsunami. Breathe life into the party like a rave poppin' molly. The original, please don't mess with carbon copies. Observe how we get down, observe how your shit sound. Nerve of your sick clowns to think you're making hits now. Get down with the get down, you played your shit, now sit down. Stand up when you niggas finally man up. You don't play my tracks, yo, you pump that shit. And move the whole crowd like we pump that clip. You step to my click, leave you slump back quick. I don't duck them, I just fuck them, then I dump that bitch. What?
Every day's a lesson, nigga, only if you get it. Better learn from your mistakes and get with it. Time waits for no man like sand in an hourglass. Don't let your life go watching the hours pass. It's yours for the taking.
Say what?
It's yours for the taking.
Say what?
It's yours for the taking.
Say what?
It's yours for the taking. I'm from where niggas sold crack, still stacks turn to racks. Pushing Cadillacs, squeezing max out of axe. Niggas on the block, watch when they attack. You can get jacked when the night turns black. Key holder, squeezing a leaf blower, leaving your meat colder. You see in defeat, soldier. Snakes in the grass, watch for the strict boa. Your girl is a freak, we call it a dick blower. Got enough guns to make you split like Noah. Put you underground and send you to Jehovah. Cold like the polar, heat like it's solar. Mic controller, I'm nuts like granola. Move like a soldier, strike like a cobra. Range like a rover, blowing sticky doja. One shot from the judge, your life's over. Morticians and funeral homes you go to. Leave a nigga leaking somewhere in Dakota. Make flyers for your death, nigga, I'm the promoter. I got a vision to stay up out that prison. Cause nowadays, niggas snitching and turning bitches. Got me itching to letting the Glock clicking. Now the plot thickens, leaving your pops missing. The city streets, they ain't safe in these modern times. Getting out, get locked, it's a part of crime. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Consequences real when dollars on the mind. Niggas do anything to watch the sun shine. Until you in orange in the child line. So nigga, don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga.
Response to reaction, any club, it can happen. Cats get to scrapping till the gat started blasting. Haul ass out the back, the no slip, gain your traction. Meet me by the whip when we plan evasive action. 2 minute ETA before we swerve back in traffic. I ain't even do shit but the DL of entrapment. Couple innocent black men up on the blacklist. Cocky prosecutor bends over, wants his ass kissed. As if I'm in a spot where I call the shots. They want my money, my freedom, everything I got. Trumped up another charge cause I'm living large. Associate me with people that ain't in my squad. Just another day on the job. Routine for you puts me against the odds. Probably cut a deal like you don't want the props. You don't want to be making swolls in the box. Just give a couple days, we'll let you go in exchange. Well, sorry, sir, everything's blur. And if I'm not sure, then I'm gonna speak light. Plus, I got a lawyer that's informed me of my rights. Left out the station, caution association. They're waiting just to see a second demonstration. The skin color matches the prey they wanna capture. Elusive to the facts, bro. Here goes another chapter.
Yo, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Consequences real when dollars on the mind. Niggas do anything to watch the sunshine. Until you in orange and the child lies. So nigga, don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga.
Look, if you ain't talking paper, it's a waste of time. Yours and mine, no sleep. All I know is overgrind. We ain't the same, but these geeks think. Seven thoroughbred in the hood, they Tory Lanes in the precinct. Wake up to a new day, new goals. Rock the stretch these pennies long, a new bowl. Y'all niggas is too bold. Run the jewels, hoes, resisted the two blows. Brrrr, to your noodles, so drop it, but move slow. Don't be your target for the heartless. Step with niggas spark with. Let the Draco sing and get the block lit. You ain't seeing the lawless. If he flip your song and play a gangster, might get your melon stomped in. Seven a predator still. You could have telling stories. Don't let the details get your editor killed. It ain't rocket science, nigga. Run the cheddar and chill. No Netflix. Only need one reason to let it build. The other 12, take them with you to hell. I got a new thing so big to kick back alone to rattle loose cage. For loose change, give it to you and your boo thing. Witnesses, no witnesses. That's how Bunchy do things. Who want a problem with the crown king? I am Mike when he right, but if it's on, homie, let the pound swing. I get it poppin', no option other than rise and take a deep breath and calm your nerves when start firing.
Yo, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Consequences real when dollars on the mind. Niggas do anything to watch the sunshine. Until you in orange and the child lies. So nigga, don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it, nigga. Don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah. For that true one. For that real deal. Yeah, you got that. Stimulating conversation, ease my mind, massage neck and spine when I feel complacent. At night laying adjacent with your down ass. If I let off, you're probably picking up the cases. Set faces, going crazy when I taste it. You know you rolling with your boy when a nigga make it. You keep telling me to follow my dream, and when things messed up, it ain't as bad as it seems. That's why I gotta put you on the baddest team. Chill on the throne with me, I promote you to queen. Often kick back and catch something on the screen. Cigarillo hatch with some good in between. I'm gone 10 minutes and you miss me. You knew from back then I'm a former wildcat like Ed Pickney. When the grind rests at the end of the day, for that special recess, you know I'm coming your way. Oh, girl, you stay down for whatever. Hustle hard to make your life better. That's what I like about you. You put it on when you steppin'. Wintertime, kill 'em with the leathers. That's what I like about you. Bed skills like the kitchen. Cook it up through intermissions. Listen, that's what I like about you. You know it's all good when I see you. My favorite diva, my kitchen reliever. That's what I like about you. We can be like MJ and Ola Ray, short thriller. Starting when the first time I feel you. Soft touches, blazing off Dutches. I feel you as hell when you in my clutches. I beat it so good, you walking like you need crutches. Keep it so hood, I know the haters saying fuck us. Got your back out styling on them. Toes did up, a chick hate wildin' on them. The whole hit up, a whip for your scent is the ultimate high. That's why I'm down with you when you down with I. Quick to throw the lens on when we taking a ride. Pulling up at the spot like we Bonnie and Clyde. Long as we making strides, everything alright. You know a nigga flow tight, every word you recite. You understand my focus, like you all in my sight. For your leak, who you call for the pipe? What you know about it? Girl, you stay down for whatever. Hustle hard to make your life better. That's what I like about you. You put it on when you steppin'. Wintertime, kill 'em with the leathers. That's what I like about you. Bed skills like the kitchen. Cook it up through intermissions. Listen, that's what I like about you. You know it's all good when I see you. My favorite diva,
my kitchen reliever. That's what I like about food for the belly. All in the kitchen, chicken and steamed veggies. Short tea with a thong on, you seem ready for me to put you on the countertop like Kelly. I know that works. I'll nibble on that pudding for dessert. Make that nookie drizzle when the cushion when it squirts. I got a nasty mouth, but back it up when I turn you out. You know what I like, you're learning no doubt. You probably lie on the stand if I'm facing the grand jury. You'll be raising the right hand. It's nothing wrong with making plans. I got a certain level of pride that comes along with being a man. It's goals I haven't met, and it feel like I'm playing. Cause it's haters in the midst, but I don't hear what they saying. It seems when shit get real, you get realer. Trill words from your nigga, sign, sealed, and delivered. Girl, you stay down for whatever. Hustle hard to make your life better. That's what I like about you. You put it on when you steppin'. Wintertime, kill 'em with the leathers. That's what I like about you. Bed skills like the kitchen. Cook it up through intermissions. Listen, that's what I like about you. You know it's all good when I see you. My favorite diva, my kitchen reliever. That's what I like about you.
Something exclusive, tell me how you like it now.
We got women showing love. We got bottles full of bug. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club. And she gon' drop it to the floor. And she about to go low. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club.
The Carolina get it. The Carolina get it. The Carolina get it. The Carolina get it. The NY get it. The NY get it. The NY get it. The NY get it. The GA. Let's go, Cali. Let's go, Cali. Let's go, Cali. Let's go, Cali. What?
B.D.U.B sipping the champagne. You know me doing the damn thing. I got women all over. Sexy, high, drunk, even sober. The boy pull up in the Rover and make them fall like October. Let me pop this Descato. Bartender send a few bottles. Yeah, we sipping and dipping, plus flipping. Flipping and play your position. I like how she shake fast. Make her wanna make cash. Dance floor flooded with straight down. Pretty girl, I want some FaceTime. I was turned full private when she had me doing the wild. We got women showing love. We got bottles full of love. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club. She gon' drop it to the floor. She about to go low. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club.
Do the nay, nay. I do the nay, nay. I do the nay, nay. I do the wobble with it. 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 I do the stanky leg. 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 I just do it. Let's go.
We got women showing love. We got bottles full of bug. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club. She gon' drop it to the floor. She about to go low. Right in the middle of the club. Right in the middle of the club.
Yeah, this DJ Sin City. B.D.U.B, Big Dub. Something special for your ears, man. Everybody be standing on the sideline. So we hitting that dance floor up. We got something for you. I just work. I just work. I just work. I just work. Do the nay, nay. Do the
Oh, why did this pop up? All right, we're live.
What up, 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 what up? We're in the effing building.
Yes.
We are celebrating all weekend, black people. We're celebrating all weekend. It's a celebration. Tomorrow, Father's Day. Mm-hmm. The day after that, the
Juneteenth.
observation of Juneteenth. We're celebrating all weekend. Party tonight, Club Nouveau. Mm-hmm. But first and foremost, let everybody get settled in. Welcome to the effing podcast. I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
We're missing the rest of the crew tonight. The rest of the crew is out on other stuff tonight.
Duty.
Out on duties tonight. So
Budha has to party promote.
Yes, Budha is getting the party started. And shout out Kelli Jo, you know, and definitely shout out my girl Vita too, because she be here and stuff like that. But tonight, like I said, Club Nouveau. Got to give a shout out to my girl Eighth and Fancy for all your adult snacks. Make sure you check her out. She has the best lemonade on the market. Like I say, Father's Day is coming up tomorrow. Yes. So the same rules to Mother's Day apply to Father's Day. Be mindful of the people who don't have that person in their life. Send them positive vibes. Lift them up.
Yes.
You know, and for the ones who are still blessed to have their fathers in their life, you know, let your father know that you're thankful for him and stuff like that. So, you know, definitely keep that in mind. Like I said, it's a celebration.
There should be a holiday to celebrate niggas like me who pull out.
I'm sure
there should be a national pull out the pussy day.
They've been having holidays popping up out in the blue now. There might be one.
They got siblings day. They should make national pull out day.
Holidays have been popping up out the blue as of the past couple of years, so there might be I won't be able to observe that holiday.
Damn.
I won't be able to partake in
I
it.
will.
And I know a lot of other brothers will not be able
Prince
to
of the pull out.
Prince of pull out.
Yes.
So, like I said, the party tonight, Club Nouveau. Make sure you come out, check us out. Biggie from Baddie West going to be out there. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be celebrating.
It's going to be a lot of fly women.
It's going to be a lot of fly women. The spot's going to be jumping.
There's going to be a lot of Spanish chicks.
It's probably going to be a lot of Spanish chicks. The lovely, beautiful Chanel Monet will be hosting. She's going to be in the building. My man DJ Layup is going to be on the 1s and 2s tonight, so he's going to keep the crowd jumping. And like I say, it's going to be a good night. We celebrating all weekend. And, you know, like I said, I want to give my father his personal shout out. You know, shout out, Dad. Love you. You know, I'll give you your call tomorrow and stuff. That's the role model in my life. Like when I asked the question, who was the person you wanted to be like, who was your role model growing up? It was definitely my dad. My dad was a real one. He was a real one. As I know your dad was definitely
he was definitely a real one. This is going to be an awkward Father's Day, but it is what it is.
And we're going to call and check up on you, my guy.
Oh, I'll be good.
Sure everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Are you grilling out on Juneteenth? Is that what's going on?
The question you don't ask me, you ask Budha, because
it was like more like towards the audience too.
Oh.
Like, is that what we do on Juneteenth?
Yeah,
we cook out. That's what we do.
Any summer holiday involves a cookout,
especially since it's a black summer holiday. It's definitely got to have a cookout.
You gotta
have some spades, and you gotta have some music playing. Yeah. Remember, you mentioned the White House concert they're going to have Monday. I still didn't look at the concert lineup, but if they don't have one of the greats out there, one of the great groups, Earth, Wind and Fire, SOS Band, one of those type of groups, it's going to be a letdown. Because that's how it should be celebrated, because it's such a big occasion. Now, I read something about, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this. Boat parties.
I'm not.
I didn't see that.
Nah.
I'd be all over social media, and I saw something
Yeah.
about both parts. I'm like,
I don't know if they're just doing that to be funny or not.
I think that was a funny thing.
Oh,
I think that
okay.
was
Well,
something
no,
funny, but,
no.
And in a way, that's not really.
That's
funny.
not funny at all. I bet some white boys made that up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and they probably want to have it on Lake Lanier. Ew.
happy Father's Day to all my guys. Happy Pappy Day, as we like to say to my guys. Happy Pappy Day, and just Happy Juneteenth. Is it just Happy Juneteenth? Merry June?
Yeah, happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Okay.
Happy Juneteenth. It's like Happy Kwanzaa.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the show. Trump has got arrested again. Went to jail again on, I believe it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
My guy stays getting locked up now.
Good. He's like old dirty bastard.
He stays getting locked up. He's been locked up twice, and I know the last 3 months. Great person we want for president, I might add. Like just an amazing person, great character, all that. So yeah, he got locked up again.
Good. He needs to get locked up.
Somebody else. You said what?
He's got a lot of hidden documents, and that's all I know.
This dude had all the hidden documents. And I mean, I was talking to the people at work, and then, I have people comment, and people really think that Trump has a chance of winning the presidency. And
He probably does. I don't put anything past white supremacy.
I just can't believe it. Because even if he, wins, I don't think he's gained any supporters.
Yeah, but he has plenty of support, though. Like I said, anything is possible in America when you have white supremacy on your side.
When people come out to, chant for you and stuff like that because they locked you up, you definitely got support.
Oh, yeah.
When they come out to support you when you locked up and stuff and wait outside the jail and things of that nature, you definitely got support. So I can't take that away from him. He definitely has the support, and we'll just see how it plays. Like I say, I don't want Trump or Biden, but I don't see really anybody else really jumping into the race. I don't think so. Now, I did, whatchamacallit was in the, I caught some of Chris Christie's,
You
thing
listen.
the other night.
What is he talking? Because I don't listen.
He's talking about Trump. Like he's in the race, like I said, to knock Trump off. That's what he's in the race for. He's going to talk about Trump. That's what his real goal is going to be, is to knock Trump out the race.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
I don't think that's
interesting.
going to happen.
It depends on how under his skin.
I don't think people like Chris Christie.
I don't think people like Chris Christie enough to vote for him. But I think if he can get under Trump's skin enough, he can possibly sway people to take another look at him. Because he's going to be slinging some mud at Trump. And when they come up on these debates, and I believe the debates start in August, and he's going to be up on that stage, he is going to be solely locked in on knocking Trump off. So like I say, it's going to be interesting to see. Of course, Biden started his re-election campaign and stuff like that. Like this election cycle just is trash. Like the past couple of election cycles have just been complete and utter trash. So we'll deal with this one. Hopefully the next election cycle will have at least one candidate that we like.
Ugh. I'm shaky on everybody, from him to Cornel West to Biden.
Larry Elders.
Oh, hell no.
I just had to throw his name out there. Like,
God, I'd rather have Trump before Larry Elders.
So we'll wait and see how it plays out. Like,
Definitely.
This is just getting started. We haven't even gotten the campaign season really yet. So, topic switch. Lil Boosie beat his gun case. And then the feds were waiting for him once he came out and locked his ass up on those same gun charges. So the feds picked up the case, I believe, now.
Damn. Boosie.
What I tell people is this. The Fed's conviction rate is 95%. So even with Trump in this thing, he might be in the 5%. He might be the 5% that get off. But the federal conviction rate, 95%. If the Feds come and get you, you're going to prison. It's just that simple. They don't really miss when they shoot their shot. Boosie getting ready to go do some time, I believe, and some serious time. But we'll wait and see.
Well, you got to get the details. It's basically Boosie is appearing in federal court to face a felony gun charge. Appears in San Diego on Thursday to face charges of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Ooh, so that's what this is about, is basically him being in possession of a firearm.
Him having guns.
Yeah, after cops spotted him on Instagram and tracked him with a helicopter. So
they were tracking my man with the helicopter. I forgot
so
about
it's
that
very obvious they wanted Lil Boosie.
Oh, they wanted him. They wanted him bad.
Yeah.
And the way they went after him, he's definitely getting some prison time with this. Like, he's definitely going to eat some of this. So, send Boosie some positive vibes because he definitely needs him right now.
Yeah.
He definitely needs him. So, topic switch. The Joseline Hernandez fight. Did you hear about it?
I saw it. The one that happened during the Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather had an event last week, and I didn't even know about it. I don't even keep up with Floyd no more.
Here's how important it was. I didn't even care.
I don't care about Floyd fighting anymore because he's not fighting anybody.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it was a fight with Big Lex during the Floyd Mayweather fight.
It was a fight after the fight.
Yeah, and this one Joseline won.
Oh yeah,
I heard she lost her fight with Amber Rose.
I heard that Big Lex called and the 911 saying Joseline put them paws on her. I heard that she really scuffed her up. So
she was arrested and charged with 4 counts, including battery and trespassing, as a result of the 911 call. And Joseline is on camera punching Big Lex and putting her in a headlock. And the fight left Lex topless, and eventually bystanders separated them.
My question is this, because I'm a guy, I don't know. What were they fighting about? Like,
it's whole shit.
I don't know, so I'm just curious. But
somebody looks better than somebody. Somebody fucks somebody's man.
It made the rounds, and now I'm just to the point, like, they pay big money for if you want to fight somebody. Like, these sanctioned fights, they'll pay big money for them. So why are y'all still fighting for free? Like, I don't understand that. Like, you go get in somebody's ring and fight, and they'll pay money for it. So, we quit giving your talent away. Quit giving your talent away. If that's your talent, quit giving it away.
You know what was funny was when Joseline was arrested and her mugshot was up, and they put all the information up there, like her height and weight and her race. And under her race, it was stated as Caucasian. So,
say word.
Yeah, because she's I guess not considered legally black since she's Spanish. So, something to think about. There are a lot of people that make money off of our community that aren't actually a part of our community.
That don't claim our community.
That is correct.
That like when it's time to file for stuff and things of that nature, they don't claim being black.
Exactly.
Especially if they have an out.
Exactly.
So I do understand that part. So topic switch. We just going through topics. We're gonna get to some good ones. We're gonna have we just, like I say, topic switch. Sukihana.
Yes.
Suki, as they like to call her. Mm-hmm. So this week she made the news.
Yes.
I believe that she said that YK Osiris, am I right?
Yep.
That YK Osiris
sexually
basically forced himself on her and kissed her.
Yeah. He did, which was disturbing on both parties. Like, it was disturbing for him to do that, and it's disturbing for a man to want to kiss Sukihana in public like that.
I mean, and this is what we need to touch on real quick. Just because a woman talks all that sexual stuff and things of that nature does not mean she's willing to do it with you.
Of course not. In fact, usually those women are the biggest frauds out there. They're the ones who are the most sexually prude, you know.
Nevertheless, regardless of how a person portrays himself, it still never gives anybody the right to force themselves on
I agree.
anybody else.
It is never cool to force yourself on any woman, even if she is a whore.
Regardless of what? I don't
She's
know.
just a whore for everybody else except you.
Well, it definitely wasn't for him. And he was completely in the wrong. And there's just no explaining that. Like, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think I've
Like,
seen anybody co-sign his move.
It's unco-signable.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you know, like there's just boundaries with everything.
Because people try to form a narrative of what his actions are as a reflection of all black men, and I'm just like, I haven't seen a single black man co-sign what the dude was saying or what he was doing.
First of all, shit creepy.
Oh yeah, it's
Shit
super creepy.
as hell.
It's
Like,
super
you know
creepy.
What I'm saying? Like, you know, as a guy,
You
getting
can-
unwanted advances from a woman. You've had those before.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you don't really, so I can only imagine a woman getting unwanted advances from a man.
Well, that happens every day.
Yeah, I know it does, but, you know, just how uncomfortable I feel, I can only, you know, they feel 10 times uncomfortable than I do. So, you know, it's wrong in every aspect. Respect people's space, their circle, boundaries, respect people's space. That's what all it comes down to, regardless of how they talk and stuff like that. That's still not an excuse.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's very, very creepy. That's why you can't hang with dudes who be grabbing girls and stuff like that. That's an issue.
Boy, listen, I don't want to throw my guys up. I ain't going to say no name.
No, you don't have to.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And boy, and you know, they've gotten us in shit because of
I
that.
know. That's
like, that's the craziest thing. And you would think they learned their lessons.
No.
Like you would think, nah, they ain't going to do it. No, they still, so, you know, it's never acceptable. And yes, I've told the people that I'm talking about that it's wrong and they should stop it. Like, you know, so before anybody says anything about, like, I correct men when I see them doing wrong or doing wrong in my eyes. I don't let shit slide because you're my guy, you know, because we hang out and stuff like that. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm an old nigga now. I'm an old man now. So
I never believed in that.
And I
just grabbing women,
just
period.
grabbing random
Even in
women.
strip clubs, it felt weird. But I'll admit in strip clubs, I've done
strip
it.
clubs,
I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I don't do it all the time or often, but I've been in the strip club groping
it's the
chicks.
environment. That's totally different.
Yeah.
I think.
I gave her $1. She should be happy.
I could be wrong, you know, and if I am, I apologize. But that environment kind of.
No, you can grope chicks in the strip club. I'm sorry.
Like, you know,
as long as you tipping. It got to be a southern strip club. You can't be out in them other clubs.
No. Down south, definitely. But, you know, but like you say, as long as you got some money, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing nasty or anything like
it depends on the stripper.
Yeah, but, you know, even in strip clubs, there's still some rules and things you have to abide by.
It depends on the strip club and the stripper. I remember Brothers 3. Anything went, boy.
Everybody remembers
you
Brothers
leave
3.
Brothers 3 sniffing your fingers like
Brothers 3. A lot
of shit flew that wasn't supposed to fly. See, I knew Brothers 3 was some shit when my dad took me there. From what was that? I think it was my 24th birthday. And my dad, who had traveled the world, been to all 6 continents minus Antarctica, said, I have not seen no shit that wild since Tijuana. That's when. Once he told me that, I was like, oh, we got something here.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I've been to some very, very wild strip clubs.
Yeah.
Like, it's just down south or something.
Yeah, it's a southern
thing. Like,
you can't go to the L.A. strip clubs are, like, terrible.
Like, down south strip clubs
West
are
Coast,
just
period.
something. It's a party.
The only place I even hear is, like, New York in terms of strip clubs outside of the South being hot.
We went to
And maybe
we went
Detroit.
to Baltimore one time. The strip club was all right there at the time we went to Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. You know, but like I say, being from the South, well, you know, growing up in the South, it's the strip clubs down there spoil you. So when you go to anything else, it's like, what the fuck? What is this nonsense going on? Like when I got here and they were like, well, you know, they don't start dancing until like 2 or 3. Like what?
What? Yeah.
Like what? What?
No,
you
they
mean?
need
Like,
to be naked before midnight.
where I'm from, like there was a club where when it opened, them girls were dancing at 10.
Yeah,
like as soon
that's
as the club
money.
opened, they were naked, and then they brought the little pasties and stuff. And I was like, they don't do that where I'm from. Like they be in their butt naked, but. Like I say, growing up in the South, it spoils you.
Yeah, you get used to certain things. Yeah.
So when I go other places, like I say, and they take me to their strip club, Memphis had some dope strip clubs. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I believe
Memphis
it.
had some, and of course Atlanta and stuff. But like I say, these are Southern strip clubs.
Yeah.
The one I went to in New York, it was meh.
Yeah.
it was meh at best.
I don't hear
some cute
much about
chicks in
strip
there.
clubs outside of the South, man. It's either, you know, Atlanta or Florida. Yeah.
So, Tupac birthday just passed, I believe.
Yeah.
Was it his birthday?
Didn't he get his own star? Yeah.
And he deserves it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, growing up, I was not the biggest Tupac fan.
Me neither.
Shout out my cousin Rated R. Rated R used to ride around. That's all he used to listen to. I used to hate riding with him because I knew he was going to either play Jodeci or Tupac. But after going back and listening with an unbiased ear, Tupac has some good music.
Yeah.
Tupac has some really good music.
I mean, I've never had an issue with his music. I just never been the hugest Pac fan.
I just always tell people he was an emotional rapper. Like
Yeah.
we always talk about emo rappers, they have them now, but Tupac was one of our emo rappers per se. I know people won't like to hear that, but he was an emotional rapper.
Well, emo rap has always been around.
X
I mean,
was
the
an emo
message was
rapper.
an emo rap.
X was an emo rapper.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, the message and people just understood it. They felt that. So, you know, in a way, I kind of understand the kids and how they go towards that nowadays because we had it when we were growing up too. But, you know, definitely shout out Pac because this is the 50 year of hip hop anniversary. And Pac definitely played a major part in it. The good and the bad.
Yeah. You know what's been real grimy about Pac? I've been watching these bios on his dad and the story behind his pops, and I'm like, damn, this nigga was done super grimy. So basically, Tupac believed his father was dead, and that's why he wrote all them raps about his father passing away, because he was told his father was dead. But it turns out his father was alive and well, and his mom was just feeding lies to Pac about how his father was dead when he was really alive. And the reason they used to bounce and move around was because she was trying to avoid his father. So that's why he could never track them before the internet and all that. And he said he didn't meet Pac until the Quad Studio shooting when Pac was at the hospital. And he said that was the first time he met him, his son, when he was in the hospital. And then you hear about the story, and it's like, damn, that's fucked up.
That is a fucked up story.
And it shows you how evil women can be, and they still get songs dedicated to them.
Dear Mama is probably the most the most popular song too.
Yeah, she went through everything. She went from single mom to like,
but it's one of the like top 3 most popular.
dodged his
Mom
pops,
songs.
got hooked on drugs, did everything, treated him like shit. They said Pop was the black sheep of the family because he had a different father, so all the other siblings didn't like him until he started making money, and that's when the attitude towards him changed. So I don't know how true all of that is or not, but I definitely believe there's some truth into that. But as a side note, I just thought that was some really wild shit.
That is some wild shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you know, Pac really was a staple in hip hop. Like, you know, a lot of people forget, like, especially with Snoop. Snoop and Pac were on trial for murder.
Yeah.
Like, people forget that these two dudes were on trial for murder. And one of the craziest things that's always going to sit with me is his murders are unsolved.
Yeah.
Like him, Biggie, like the two biggest murders of our generation.
Because I think the people that killed him are dead. Like
Possibly.
Yeah.
But more than likely. But the two biggest murders of our generation that we really care about are unsolved.
Yeah.
Will always be unsolved.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just don't believe that's ever going to get solved, except maybe hundreds of years from now when there's some new technology.
They've given so many different
Theories?
scenarios, theories that you don't know what to believe.
Well, I do believe both are dead.
Yeah,
I don't believe neither one is hiding
facts.
out.
I don't believe Pac is in the Dominican
Cuba.
Or I don't believe he's in Cuba.
I don't
believe
either.
None of that stuff. Like, black people love conspiracies. We love conspiracies.
We just don't want to deal with the truth sometimes.
So, I'm going to skip the next topic. We're just going to slide it down. Top 50 hip-hop groups came out.
Okay. It's been hard for me to keep track of this because they just release them by the tens when I'm more concerned with.
They just released them by the tens.
All of them.
I actually...
I didn't even read this week's.
So, we'll start with 31.
Okay.
31 was last week. That was the last one from last week, and that was Boogie Down Productions.
Which should be higher.
Boogie Down Productions will always get paid.
Yes. KRS-One.
Number 30, Clips.
Oh, okay. I'm not mad at that selection.
29, Gangstar.
Should have been higher.
28, this kind of surprised me, Ghetto Boys.
Should have been higher.
27, my personal favorite because you know anyway, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, they're about right where they should be in the 23.
I mean, look, just to be mentioned, it says a lot.
Yeah.
26, shout out my man Mo. He was mad about this one. 26 is EPMD.
They should be in the top 20.
I think they should be about 15, 20, somewhere.
Yeah,
there.
I don't see them top 10.
Okay.
But yeah, they did have an impact.
25,
Yeah,
Hot Boys.
too high, but they should be acknowledged.
The Hot Boys had a big they had a big fan base. They were huge. Like I said, I grew up down south. The Hot Boys were big.
Yeah.
I think they're right where they should be on the list, but they were big.
Yeah.
24, Dipset, The Diplomats.
I mean, cool. Yeah.
23, Sugar Hill Gang.
I mean,
Let's be honest. Can we be honest?
the Sugar Hill Gang is just the first. They weren't the best.
And I'm going to be honest right now.
And the rhymes weren't even their own. They stole them.
I'm going to be honest right now.
From Grandmaster
Sugar Hill
Caz.
should be a little bit further down the list.
I agree.
Shout out, homage to the group.
That's
for
their only
being
song.
the first.
Nobody knows other songs by the Sugar Hill Gang.
Shout out to Sugar Hill Gang for being the first.
Yeah, but that's it.
I don't think you deserve to be that high up.
I don't either. I don't even. Well, they deserve the top 50. Just.
Oh yeah, they deserve top 50 because of who what
they did. Yeah,
exactly. But up in the 20s.
Yeah, I would have been cool with them in the 40-50 range.
The next two are the groups that I was like, they
Okay.
I know people gonna have a problem with this one. And 22 is The Lox.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the Lox being right there. I mean, they've dropped over a decade of heat. I mean, and they're still doing it.
Okay, I always get into the debate between the Lox and Mobb Deep. I always tell people I think Mobb Deep's the better group.
Yeah.
People always, argue. I'm like, okay, what's the Locks' best album? We Are the Streets, of course. I think it's people want to call it a classic.
It's the best Locks album.
It's definitely the best Locks album. Am I willing to call it a classic?
No.
Man,
I'm sorry, nothing they have is fucking with the Infamous. None of their albums are fucking with the Infamous.
First of all, but I would say that.
Or Hell on Earth.
That Hell on Earth, the Infamous, and Murder Music. We Are the Streets might be as good as Murder Music.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Nothing they have is as good as the Infamous or Hell on Earth. Now, I like the Locks. I think, when the Locks beat the Diplomats in the verses, that really got their stock up. So, I think the Locks are super dope. I just don't think I think they're higher than 22, though. I personally think they're higher than 22, but that's just me. 21, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs and
Bone.
That's fine. I mean, I would have been cool with them in the 20, in the top 20.
Like I say, Bone has something that a lot of artists don't have, or I don't think any other artists have.
Harmony
And songs with Big and Pac. Yeah. Anybody else got songs with Big and Pac?
No. I mean, not that I can think of. I think maybe a producer worked with both, but
Possibly
rappers.
a producer, but as in any other artist or anything worked with Big and Pac, I think Bone Thugs and Harmony are the only act that have ever worked with Big and Pac. Yeah. And both those songs are classics.
Classic songs.
In my opinion. I think they might be a little too high as well. I think the Locks and Bone Thugs might be high, but I have to see the rest of this list.
Yeah.
Because now I know like the big boys are coming up. The heavy hitters of the hip hop groups. The one group I am very interested to see where they land at. Migos.
Oh yeah.
I'm very interested to see where they land at on this list. Because now we're top 20 now. I believe that they're going to be in this week's 20 to 10. I think they're going to be in this week. I will be shocked if they are in the following week's 10 to 1.
Yeah, that's undeserving. They're not a top 10 group, period.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm thinking because
they got to edge out Wu-Tang.
Like I said, now we got the big boy groups coming up. You got Wu-Tang coming. You got Outkast coming.
Run DMC.
You got Run DMC coming. You got the Beasties coming. Yeah. You got the Fugees coming. Yeah. You have Mobb Deep coming. Outkast coming.
I don't know about the Fugees, but yeah.
I know how you feel about the Fugees, but they weren't on this, and this is
on
Billboard.
The list, yeah.
Billboard might have the Fugees
number one.
I'm not going to say number one, but I'll say top 5.
God.
I'll say top 5.
Undeservedly so, but yeah.
Okay, I have a problem if they're ahead of. I have a problem if they're ahead of Outkast. I have a problem if they're ahead of Mobb Deep. I have a problem if they're ahead of A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. I have a problem if they're ahead of De La Soul. I haven't heard anything about the Jungle Brothers.
I don't think the Jungle Brothers are going to make the list.
I don't think the Jungle Brothers are going to make that list either.
I don't think they're going to make the list. When I looked, I was like, oh, Third Base ain't make the list. I was like, a lot of groups are going to make Poor Righteous Teachers didn't make the list.
I wasn't expecting them. I was expecting Lords of the Underground.
Did not make the list.
They had a couple joints.
They did.
That's a disappointment right there. They did have the Far Side, right?
I don't believe the Far Side. They did have the Loonies did not make the list.
What about the Beat Nuts? Were they on there?
The Beat Nuts did not make the list.
God damn.
Let me think of a couple of other
I'm
groups.
pretty sure Cypress Hill will make it.
Cypress Hill, I think, is going to be in the top 10 at that.
Yeah, they could.
Now, another group, you think House of Pain will make the list?
No.
Okay.
They shouldn't.
I just want to see where I'm like.
They're technically a one-hit wonder.
Technically, they are.
But I mean, it's a super hit. But I mean, they're in the same box as Sugar Hill Gang without the pioneering aspect. They just got one super hit.
But Cypress Hill is definitely going to be in the top. I think they'll be in the top 10.
They should
I
be.
think they'll be in the top 10.
There was no Junior Mafia. No Outlaws. What about Compton's Most Wanted?
D12 didn't make the list. Like
no D12.
Ho. You didn't say Compton's Most Wanted.
Yeah,
Not with Hawk and
CMW.
Bird. We used to love. I used to love Hawk and Bird. Now they did not make the list.
Yeah, did Onyx make the list?
Onyx was in the top 50-40.
Okay. They won most constipated rap group. Onyx my niggas.
And I'm thinking Stetsasonic ain't going to make the list.
Stetsasonic is not going to make the list. I'm pretty sure they're not
going to make the list. I'm sure.
I hope the Roots better. The Roots better be a top 5.
I think the Roots better make this list. I'd be highly disappointed.
This whole list is thrown out if the Roots aren't in. They got to be top 10 just based off their live performance. I saw the Roots twice at Duke for free.
Everybody's wondering if I'm going to say Griselda. No, they're not going to make the list.
No, Griselda. Naughty by Nature. Have they been?
Naughty by Nature might just make this list.
Yeah, they should.
Of course.
They got anthems.
Salt and Pepper's going to make this list.
Oh, they better. I hope. They need a female group.
Oh, no, Salt and Pepper definitely is making this list.
Yeah, since JJ Fad didn't make it.
JJ
Fad didn't make it, so Salt and Pepper could shine.
JJ Fad did not make this list. But Salt and Pepper definitely will be on this list, I believe.
Damn, man, there's so many groups.
I mean, they possibly could be a top 10 group.
They shouldn't, but I mean, I guess for the female aspect.
We'll see. But Salt and Pepper's definitely going to make this list. So I think we've covered most of that. Like I say, I'm waiting to see what the top 20 is going to look like. It's going to be interesting. Topic switch.
Let's go.
I didn't really read anything into it, but I keep seeing it coming down my timeline, and I know you know.
What's that?
Anita Baker.
Oh, yeah.
And Babyface.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on with these two elderly? What's going on with the elders?
Okay, so basically, first of all, Anita Baker is not new to beef. She has been beefing with niggas since the 80s, from Luther Vandross to, I don't know. There's a lot of people who have a problem with her. But anyway, Anita Baker
does not duck smoke. She does not. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Anita Baker is on tour. She has Babyface had Babyface as an opening act. So anyway, Babyface says he wanted to perform on one of the events, but Anita Baker decided her band was going to take Babyface's time. So Babyface did not get an opportunity to perform with his band that night. He posted it on Twitter and let people know why. And then people started approaching Anita Baker, like, why didn't you let Babyface play? And so then Anita got all mad at Babyface because of his fans, I guess, and ultimately said, Babyface is my opening act. He is not my co-headliner. So she was trying to play Babyface because she was mad, I guess, at his fans. So then what happened was she eventually just got tired of taking his time and kicked him off the tour. And Babyface was disappointed.
All right.
He cried like a baby.
How am I going to approach this?
But, yeah, in this situation, Anita Baker is wrong. She's ego-driven. And, again, she's had beef with other artists like Luther in the past. And I've seen other artists like Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills make some pretty crazy faces when you mention Anita Baker around them. So I don't know what Anita Baker does to rub everybody the wrong way, but I can kind of see, based off the tweets, because Anita Baker writes them herself, I can see why people might see her as, somebody not pleasurable to be around, just based off the way she talks.
Definitely gives off diva vibes.
Yeah.
How am I going to attack this? First of all, too old to be acting like this, first of all.
Yeah.
You're too old to be acting like this. As especially black artists, you should be happy that people still want to come see you at the prices y'all are charging to see these people. So for that, but then, like you said, you trying to play Babyface.
Yeah.
Like, you trying to play Babyface like he is just some other dude. Like, he ain't got no hits. Like, I think the time he got should have went to him instead of her band. Like, who is her band? Like, you know, this is Babyface.
So now they want to treat Dionne Warwick like Louis Farrakhan and have her step in and try to end the be moderator.
I mean, first of all, like I said, they're too old to be acting like this. But then if we're going to point fingers, Anita, like you said, you're in the wrong. Like, this is Babyface. Like, you could go get, I guess, anybody else to headline, but you chose Babyface. Oh, what? It's almost like you're co-headlining. It's not like, you know, the other person that's your opening act is just the nobody. So
yeah, people who are coming to see both Babyface and
to see both of y'all. They're not just coming to see you specifically. They're coming to see Babyface as well. So that, yeah, I think she's definitely in the wrong, and I think people might not go see her now.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to come out like a villain in this situation, especially when
you ain't got Babyface on the tour.
Yeah. I mean, it's a two for, you know.
That and Babyface ain't gonna be there.
The night is incomplete without hearing Babyface. Yeah.
It's just sad to hear that this is how they're acting. Like, at this age, it's just sad to hear that she's acting like this. Yeah. And like, cause no disrespect to Nita, cause she deserves it. You know, she deserves what she gets. Like, her songs are. And when I was growing up, super classic.
Oh, yeah.
Super classic.
Well, she'll be in Greensboro November 18th, so you can get tickets.
If Babyface ain't going to be there.
You don't want it. What if the tickets are cheaper? The tickets got to be cheaper now that Babyface. What if they're half off?
It depends on who's their opening act now, because you could have missed with Babyface. Now, if you go to some other act that isn't really popping like that, and after seeing how she acts, what other acts are really going to jump to get on that tour like that?
Nobody.
Except for a act that needs the exposure.
Like Tank. I don't know.
I think Tank has a decent fan base.
Tank is cool.
I think he has a decent fan base. That was funny though.
Tank got a random shot. That was unnecessary. That was completely unnecessary and out of line.
Genuine, like,
yeah, Genuine. Genuine will work.
Take Genuine,
and she ain't got to work. Well, no, Genuine.
Tyrese, because Tyrese needs something to do.
Didn't Tyrese just star in a Fast and the Furious? Was he in that one? The one that just came out.
I'm sure he's still in that one.
Yeah, he got to do
something to do, because he needs something to occupy his time, so he won't be worried about, you know, getting a divorce and stuff like that and things like that.
That could work.
He needs something to occupy. His
Genuine, time. Yeah, she should choose Genuine. At least she won't be up. You know,
upstage.
Yeah, by a scene. Now, Genuine dude got some crazy live performances. He might fall off the stage.
Genuine ain't that same Genuine. He's not the same old.
He's not.
When we were growing up.
No, he isn't.
He's not. He's
an old ass G.
He's the old G now. He's not the same old G.
Old ass G.
Old ass G. So. But yeah, we'll see who she replaces Babyface with. That's going to be interesting, like I said.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who wants to work with her.
Like I said, after this, like especially somebody who has a name, like, unless it's somebody like she really rocks with.
They're all dead. Who's left? Patti LaBelle. That's it.
You can't.
And no, you can't out diva Patti LaBelle.
Diva Patti. It's not possible. Like, Patti is that diva.
Yeah, Patti ain't gonna stand for that.
Especially in my eyes.
I think all those diva singers don't fuck with Anita Baker. Period. Just they don't fuck with her. They don't do collabos.
You know, as you get older, you know, they say black women get a little bit meaner and stuff like that. I'm sure Anita Baker
meaner when they mean as shit when they young.
I'm sure Anita Baker mean as hell. All right, topic switch. Tyler Perry buys BET and VH1.
Awesome.
I read something that said now hopefully he takes Baby Boy out the
VCR. Yeah.
Like
I don't know what to expect.
With hit more of his stuff.
Because like all the shit we liked about BET back in the day has been replaced by the internet. We used to watch videos on BET and now we watch them on YouTube. Like Teen Summit has been replaced by social media. Niggas talking about, I hope they bring back Teen Summit. I'm like, nigga, you 45. Why do you want to?
What business do you have watching Teen Summit?
Niggas want to reminisce. Like, nah, man. Like, all that shit is outdated.
But like you say, like, what can you possibly do to revive and bring you can't.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think it's
all he's gonna do. He's gonna turn it into Tyler Perry, the Tyler Perry channel.
Like, yeah, like he's gonna turn that and VH1.
You gonna see all his sitcoms from
his whole catalog.
The whole catalog
His whole
from 1 p.m. to 8
yeah.
p.m. I don't think it's really gonna change. BT. The only thing I expect him to do is bring back some BT News. I do
still
expect
have reality shows and stuff.
Yeah, it's
like
still
that.
going to be reality. I don't think anything's going to change. I know they're bringing back Video Soul. That's going to fail. You know, we're at a point in life where I don't want to be dictated to which video I'm going to watch or not.
Let me see. Is Video Soul going to fail? Is
I don't think it's going to work.
Is soul music alive? I mean, there are some good soul acts, but
yeah,
are you just going to make it all about SZA, or you know that like there's some good acts like that? But I mean,
that's the only way it's going to work is if you shine a spotlight on the not so big artists that can't get to MTV, which doesn't play music
but
either.
You're going to have to break artists. Like man, growing up. And this, I always get stuck going down memory lane. Like VH1, MTV, BET, like those channels were amazing.
It was all a moment in time. The internet has made all of them outdated. Look at MTV. All they do is play ridiculous.
I was getting ready to say, and once MTV hit them with the Real World, it was over.
Yeah.
Once the Real World came, that's reality TV.
It changed. Over. Yeah, but I mean now, like I said, they just show one show and they keep it on loop on MTV. Yeah, none of these channels. These channels they're not worth anything anymore.
They're not.
Yeah, I don't want to sit up at 3 a.m. watching BET Uncut when I could watch the shit on YouTube at 3 p.m.
All the videos I want to watch instead of what you're showing. So
yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of outdated, its usefulness. So, unless, like I said, all it's going to be is an outlet for all the Tyler Perry shit. His movies. You're going to have BET-sponsored Tyler Perry movies and shit. Medea buys BET and shit. Medea hosts Video Soul.
I mean, Tyler, it's just good that a black person owns it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather a nigga exploit niggas.
I already know what it's going to look like, but I guess it's just good that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting anything major to change. I'm expecting it to still be B quality, you know.
TV.
Yeah,
like you said, all his shows.
Yeah, all his shit.
All right. Shout out my girl Kelli Jo, but we get ready to talk some sports now.
Okay.
And you know, when Kelli be, she don't really be, so you know, shout out my girl Kelli. We gonna see you next week, boo. I'm gonna see you tonight more than likely. But anyway, Ja Morant, 25-game suspension. I thought he got out.
Yeah, I thought
he made out really good.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be gone half the season, if not the entire.
I was banking on the entire season. Yeah. I was banking the entire season. Like you said, at least till the All-Star break.
Yeah.
But 25 games, boy, listen.
He got off light.
You got off really, really light. And like I was saying the other day, I'm one of the harshest critics, but he's an SC guy. I'm from SC. I want to see the boy be amazing because he's an amazing basketball player. It's just poor choices off the court.
Yeah.
Need him to mature a little bit quicker. He is young. He's a young guy.
It's something about that South Carolina water. It just makes niggas make bad choices.
I mean, when you see, the thing with this is, I watch a lot of talk TV and stuff in the morning and stuff. And one of the analyst was like, he in them streets, which I believe that he is in those streets in Memphis.
Yeah, trying to be something he's not.
I believe he's in those streets of Memphis. My man said he was in too deep.
Yeah, I believe that.
But the exact words he used was he was in too deep. And like you say, I believe it. You got this type of money. These dudes around there are like, oh yeah, this can be our bestie right here. We can run with him.
They can extort him and get money for the whole clique.
So he probably in that life. So hopefully they can extract him from that life, even if that means trading him.
Oh, they're gonna trade him.
Else.
They're gonna trade him to Portland. So that way he can be in the middle of nowhere.
Regardless if they keep him or they have to get him.
He can't come to any place where there's a lot of niggas in crime. No Detroit, no New Orleans, no Houston, no Dallas.
I mean, but aren't all NBA cities kind of like
no Utah?
With the exception,
send his ass to Utah. Utah is where you take him for punishment. You want to have guns? Go ahead and shoot these mountains, nigga.
Utah, they just have Minneapolis. They just found Minneapolis Police Department of beating up, using too much excessive force. Like every NBA city is kind of like that's why the NBA is in those cities because. Yeah. It's a lot of money there. And
Indiana, the Pacers, as long as he's not in Gary or Racine, he's fine.
Naptown, wow. Like, all these NBA cities are wild.
Oh, yeah, Milwaukee's pretty crazy.
All of them are San Antonio wild, Houston wild.
Yeah. The major cities, like Charlotte isn't bad. Compared to these other cities.
Boy, stop.
I said compared to these other cities.
Boy, stop. That's like me saying, D.C. ain't bad. Like all these cities are in Philly.
Now, again, you're talking about the hood city. What about, Sacramento's pretty bad.
Wait.
Well, I was going to say OKC.
The Warriors. Yo,
Thunder.
Oklahoma City wild.
Every place is wild. There's guns in every city in America. I'm just saying.
Like, you're not going to be able to get away with it. He's just going to have to.
Utah, Portland, those are pretty tame compared to what the other NBA cities have.
Didn't Portland have a riot not too long back?
Every city has crime.
Like an all-out, full-fledged riot like a couple of years back.
Yeah, every city has crime. I'm just saying the mass amount of crime to get into, especially.
There is nowhere you could possibly send this young man that the street life out there is not just as bad as it is in Memphis. Like, there's no city you can send him to, with the exception of Utah. You can't make me believe
I still think Portland.
I don't know.
I'm not saying there isn't crime in Portland. I'm just saying there's a hood everywhere, so there's crime everywhere.
No, I think Portland.
I think compared to, I think when you start comparing and contrasting cities, like I think there's less shit to get into in Charlotte than there is in Memphis.
Now, speaking of Charlotte, though, before we get to that, I'm not. I think that we should possibly try to trade for Zion. Like, he got to get out. Now, he got
for who? All we got is, or all they got, that ain't my team. All they got is Melo. That's it. And maybe Miles Bridges.
Is that white boy still there, Gordon Hayward?
Yeah. Hayward is, yeah.
Look, we can package, they can package some players. We'll get to the Hornets in a minute because they're in the news, too.
The Hornets, they don't got enough.
Okay, since we're in sports, let's go ahead and get there now. Michael Jordan has sold the Hornets to
Denver,
a brand that I believe includes
J. Cole.
Yeah,
J. Cole is like one of the owners.
Yeah, so J. Cole is going to have a place in this Hornets team. Now, Hornets basketball since Michael Jordan has had it has been atrocious.
Yes,
just
Michael Jordan has failed as an owner of the Charlotte Hornets. Whatever he was trying to accomplish failed.
When you think of the NBA, you don't think of the Charlotte Hornets.
Exactly.
And that's how bad of an owner he was. We did have the All-Star game, but I think that's because Roy Cooper's awesome.
Yeah.
But nevertheless.
No, we lost the All-Star game
Roy
and got
Cooper
it back.
Yeah. Shout out Roy Cooper. That's my guy. But nevertheless, since Michael Jordan has had the Hornets, the team has been
trash.
Abysmal. His draft picks have been abysmal. This is the same guy who drafted Adam Morrison.
Yeah.
It seems as though, and then this is another thing I've noticed. Once they leave Charlotte, they start balling.
Yeah.
Malik Monk was balling this year in where was it? Sacramento. MGK?
Yeah, Michael Key.
MKG, where's he at? Was he with the Nuggets?
I think he's out the league.
I thought he was still playing, but
he should be if he is.
It seems like once players leave Charlotte, they want to play again.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Charlotte. We have Melo, and I don't think they're going to have him long. I think once he hits free agency,
he's out.
Gone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know now because Michael Jordan's gone. So it's going to be a different look to it.
Well, whatever the look is, they need to hurry up and make the move because, Melo's on limited time, and I'm pretty sure he would like to be somewhere else.
My biggest problem with the whole Jordan thing was didn't no big-time basketball player want to come play for Michael Jordan. Nobody ever wanted the
when that
biggest
shit happens,
player they had want to come to play for Michael Jordan was Gerald Wallace.
Yeah.
Was it Gerald Wallace?
Yeah.
That was the biggest player that wanted to
that
come.
should tell you what the rest of the league thought of the Hornets. Even with the GOAT as your owner, they still didn't want to come out and play for him, which lets you know what they thought of him.
Well, hopefully the Hornets get better because
They have no choice.
I like to go to Charlotte to watch some playoff basketball one year.
And actually see them have a chance to win and not get bounced out the first round.
This year, the Hornets have great draft picks. I believe they have the number 2 or 3. They have the second or third pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Plus, they have a couple of other picks. Like, even though Wemby, that's what I can't. Wembanyama.
Yeah, Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama. He's the number 1 pick. He's going to San Antonio. They say Scoot Henderson's supposed to be really nice. Like, the other guys are being overshown because of who the number 1 pick is, but there are some good players. So Charlotte can rebound and actually put a good team together this year and get rid of Gordon Hayward. Because I'm sorry, he was good that first year. He's been trash ever since he's been there.
Yeah, and they stay injured.
Stay hurt. So we'll see how the Hornets go. But, MJ has sold the Hornets, and I think that's a great thing. I think it's a really good thing because I'm just tired of the Hornets being trash.
Yeah, and I'm going to say the same thing for the Wizards. The Wizards are shopping Bradley Beal.
They're shopping Bradley heavy.
Yeah, and he has a no-trade clause, so he has to be okay with the trade before he takes it. So they're trying to ship him to the Heat.
He's leaving. He's definitely leaving.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm cool with it. As a Wizards
How many
fan,
years has he been there?
I want to say 10.
He's giving y'all
He's
a
30.
lot of
Yeah,
he's giving y'all as many years as Dame has given Portland.
Yeah,
Like,
about
it's
8 or
time for them
9.
to go.
Yeah. I'm a Wizards fan, and I just think we're not going to do it with him. He's not a number 1 option.
Give him the opportunity to win.
Really, we drafted him with the hopes of him and Wall working together and that being a 1-2 punch. And once they got rid of Wall, I said I don't think they're going to keep Bradley Beal. Because, Wall was, his success was dependent on Wall being there.
True.
They were supposed to be a 1-2 punch. Without that 1-2 punch, they never built around Bill. So now you've got a team who's really a second option on any other championship qualified team.
I like the pieces the Wizards have. I think they're a decent team. With Bill right now,
Porzingis, Bill.
I think they're a decent team. I just, like you said, Beal's been there for a minute and
stays hurt
somewhere. He need to go somewhere just like Dame need to go somewhere.
Porzingis stays hurt.
The way you're talking about it, it's the same thing with my Sixers. Like, I've sat here and watched them.
Yeah, but Embiid and y'all actually had a chance. My Wizards don't even see the playoffs. At least you had an MVP.
We had a fighting chance.
And a fighting shit, yeah. But y'all got rid of Doc.
We had to.
I know.
For 3 years going to the playoffs, you get bounced each year before you make it to the conference championship. And like you say, this year you got the MVP, but it was Harden's fault. And now Harden getting ready to try to go
back to Houston.
That's not where I heard Houston as well. But
Lakers.
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing Phoenix.
Wherever he goes, they ain't going to win. He just does not have the heart to show up in big game moments when they matter.
I picked up Budha because Harden played in Brooklyn. I was like, oh yeah, we got Harden now.
No.
Now after he's left my team in shambles,
Harden is a cancer wherever he goes.
I don't know how I feel about this guy. Like,
you hype up everybody who touches the Sixers, even though you know they're trash. Remember when they drafted that big lip nigga and you was hyping him up? He won Rookie of the Year that 1 year, and you were saying MCW. That big
Michael Carter Williams.
Yeah, you hyped him up.
I've never seen anybody go from good to trash that quick in my life.
You hyped up everybody.
That used to play for the Nets. He went from good to trash.
Ben?
No, the one who was at Utah, real nice.
Deron?
Yes.
Deron Williams.
Yes,
he was trash since he left the Jazz.
He was stupid nice in Utah and then left trash. Trash.
And your boy you drafted, Fultz, who you were hyping him up and then shipped his ass to Orlando.
Shoot.
He didn't have a fucking left arm.
He forgot how to shoot.
He didn't have.
How you get to the NBA and forget what your jump shots like that kind of.
I don't know, but you hyped him up. You hyped up every single one of these niggas.
I believe I'm going to do it again next year.
I evaluate my Wizards prospects accordingly and go, I don't think they made a good pick with this guy, but I'm hoping for the best. I expect them to be trash, and 9 out of 10 times they are.
I'm expecting next year.
Jan Vesley.
If Harden leaves,
I
want us to go get Van Vliet. We shoot Maxey over to the 2, and I think we're going to win the chip again next year. It's the same thing. Like, Philly is a good team. Embiid has to play harder.
You just got to get rid of Harden. I think if you had Harden.
Harden's out, though.
Good.
Because we're not going to give him $45 million.
He don't need 45.
We're not. Sixers, please don't give this man $45 million.
Do not give Harden anything.
In that last series. All right. There is a new NBA champion.
Yes.
The Denver Nuggets were crowned NBA champions earlier this week, and they deserved it. They ran through Miami. Miami won game 2, and then took beat downs the other 3 games after that.
Mm-hmm. Mike Malone was lit. He was Paul Wall.
That's what happens when you have a little bit too much to drink. You've been drinking all night, the moment in you and stuff like that. You feeling good. You feel you just won the NBA championship, and then you get to talking a little reckless. Just a little reckless. You know,
Lakers daddy.
Said that he was a Lakers daddy. You talking a little reckless. I feel because I feel the energy. I feel where you're coming from. I understand it. Talking a little reckless. You know what I'm saying?
That's the point.
LeBron responded back to it.
Oh, I didn't see that. What did LeBron say?
How you worried about us and stuff like that. Enjoy your win and stuff like that. Next year's going to be interesting.
No, it ain't. LeBron,
I think next year could possibly be interesting for a lot of reasons. I think next year will be the first year that Ja Morant actually plays in the playoffs and doesn't get hurt or suspended. So I think that'll be a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think next year the Lakers, if Harden does go there, they'll be in serious contention.
Yeah.
I believe next year they'll be looking at KD like he just ain't really nobody like outside of stepping.
Yep.
Like I believe that's how he's going to be looked at. Like without stepping him, because I just don't see them bringing a chip into Phoenix.
Well, KD, Book, you don't think they're going to win?
Ayton. But who else you got after that?
They just need a strong point guard.
You need a team. Didn't you have Chris Paul?
They cut Chris Paul. They released Chris Paul.
So Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's a free agent right now, looking for his next home.
He might be going to L.A.
Somebody said he might be going to the Spurs. With Wembanyama.
Why? You're trying to win a ring. If you're ring chasing,
maybe Victor Wembanyama is that good.
We have this conversation all the time, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. What big man that has come into the league in the last 20 years has been that impressive? Which big man?
Tim Duncan.
With the exception of Tim. He might be Tim. But other than that.
Wait, I think that's a little bit over 20 years because we're talking 2003. And Tim
you're talking about we've had Odin. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah. Well, would KD count?
Yao Ming.
He's a big man.
Yao Ming was a big.
Giannis.
He's not Giannis.
Yeah.
He's definitely. He possibly could. I don't even think he could grow into Giannis. Can you move that frame that big? Can you move 7'6" that fast? Like Giannis be flying. If this boy run like a deer at 7'6", I don't know. Anything possible. I think he will definitely. Okay, the boy who just got drafted last year, he hurt already.
Yeah.
Chet
Holmgren?
Yeah, he ain't played not a game.
Not one game.
I just don't see the big man like that. Like if he stays healthy, possibly, but they don't ever stay healthy. They don't ever stay healthy. Shaq was the last really big man who stayed healthy a decent amount of time. Embiid hurt all the time.
I know.
Like it's rare that a big man stays healthy for a long time, especially at a big man that is like great. Like the Lopez brothers, they're good. You know, no disrespect to Lopez brothers, but they're not like superstars.
Oh,
The superstar
solid.
big players get hurt.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. Like Embiid.
All right. Then, like you said, Mike Malone at the parade.
Paul Wall Jr.
At the parade, showing off his jewelry.
Dude was super lit.
Like showing off.
I knew when they was bleeping him live because I watched it live. I said, "Oh, son is lit. He's worse than Henny Bron." LeBron off that.
But he should be, because next year the Nuggets should be the team to beat.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt, like the Nuggets, even when everybody comes back healthy, when you look at everybody's roster, especially if Gordon's coming back.
Oh, the
and
Heat.
Like
the Heat are coming because they were injured. They weren't even fully stocked.
I don't think they could have beat Denver fully
I do.
stocked.
I do.
They need that extra player. They need either Dame or Beal. They need them.
They're going to get Bill.
But
I think they're going to get
in the
Bill.
long run, does that still counter who the hell is going to guard Jokic? Because he's the problem.
Bam. I'm not saying he can hold them, but you can bring some. You bring in 2 7-footers off the bench with 6
I know
fouls.
It's hard to find somebody to guard this big ass European dude who looks like Lurch.
Yeah, big old lurch ass.
He looks like Lurch, but the boy can ball.
Yeah.
And when Adebayo was sitting behind him, you can't even see Bam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, Bam held it down.
When
I can't
he
say
posted Bam Adebayo up, you can't even.
I can't say Bam
back
did
there.
not show up. I can't say that.
No, Bam did show up, and he played good ball, but he played his best, and his best is not good enough to stop Jokic. It's just
I agree.
not. Like, they somehow have to find them somebody who can play some type of defense on them, because even out west, that's why they ran through L.A. What, Anthony Davis don't want them problems. Anthony Davis didn't want them problems. Anthony Davis all world on defense. He ain't want those problems.
Exactly.
So until you can find a way to slow Jokic down, Denver's going to be a problem. And then Murray's just nice.
Exactly.
All right, on the other topics tonight, you want any other sports you want to kick?
That's all the sports I need.
Modelo is America's top-selling beer.
Yup.
Modelo will get you twisted.
Oh, yeah.
The Modelo will have you twisted out your mind. I don't even drink, but I've had a couple of those, and definitely don't get the black can. Oh, no. Don't get the black can. The black can will have you feeling too good.
Modelo is just like Coronas for real Mexicans.
And it's funny how quick it shot up, because Modelo is not even a brand. How long has Modelo been? Well, it wasn't a big brand in the United States like that. I don't know how long it's been a brand in general, but in the United States, Modelo probably been popular, what?
Years.
15, 20 years?
Probably longer than that. I don't know when Modelo first hit. I
But
know
now it has supplanted Bud Light as the king of beers.
and I bet it's Mexicans who are responsible for that. It's only Mexicans I see drinking Bud Light.
That, and Bud Light did the transgender thing, and that kind of,
I don't think it did anything for their stock.
you don't.
I think that hurt him. Did you ever see the commercial with the transgender in it?
I never saw it.
I saw it one time and I was just like, ew. Because the commercial was just unappealing. They just had a transgender person literally sitting at a table drinking Bud Light, saying they don't know what team they're going to root for. They don't care as long as they have Bud Light. I was like, this is a weird-ass commercial that alienates Bud Light usual fan base.
Well, it definitely upset some of
Oh,
Bud
yeah.
Light's fan
I mean,
base. They've left Bud Light. Now, I'm Switzerland. I'm neutral. I don't pick sides. Like
I do think that transgender commercial hurt Bud Light.
I think it hurt them as well.
Yeah, because I think it was a reach that was unnecessary. You don't have to embrace the transgender community in order to sell beer.
I think you want to embrace every community, though.
I mean, you do,
if you're selling something, if you're a brand trying to sell something, you have to market to every community.
No, you don't.
I believe you.
No, you don't. You do not have to market to transgender people to sell your beer. Nobody's going to be like, I don't see a transgender person in this commercial. Fuck this beer.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but just to feel inclusive, just to have the inclusivity into it.
I mean,
that was all I was saying. You don't necessarily have to, but that was the risk they took. And
yeah.
This is what happened.
That's what I'm saying. They try to do too much, and this is what happens. You lose your solidified fan base trying to cater to other people. And how many transgenders are really drinking Bud Light? I could really see if you looked everywhere and saw a bunch of niggas in dresses drinking Bud Light, then you'd be like, okay, they got something here. Right. This was a reach. This was a force.
Like you say, they didn't have to do it, and because they did it now,
yeah.
This is kind of what they're left with.
So, yeah.
But it's not like they made more than their fair share of money. Like, Bud Light will always be in the...
I mean, they'll bounce back eventually. They always do. They're a beer company. But
they're always going to be around. It's Bud Light.
Yeah, but...
What's more American than Bud Light?
I wouldn't know. I haven't had a Bud Light outside of my 20s.
I don't drink Bud Light. But I know it's real American because that's what I see a lot of...
I see a lot of poor white people drink it, so it's Americana.
It's got a lot of commercials on TV,
yeah.
So I guess that's American around.
I can't do Budweiser. That is just the nastiest beer.
Worst job you ever had?
Mine was a loader at UPS, and I lasted 2 weeks.
Look, I've had some friends say they lasted like 2 days. Like,
nah, and I felt ashamed of being there. I was like, damn, I can't tell nobody I was there for 2 weeks. They gonna clown my ass, and then I heard people say that. Oh, that's longer than I made it for 2 days. 3. I was like, oh, okay.
Yo, UPS is a man.
That's some slave shit.
UPS and those other like Amazon, those type of. Shout out those workers. Let me give y'all flowers.
Yeah, I appreciate it because I get my packages every day that I order from Amazon, and I know somebody had to do that.
Flowers to all these workers that really go hard because I know UPS workers go hard. And then when you go past a little thing and see all them
That's funny how life works because I was at the UPS hub as a loader making like $8.25 an hour.
For that
I was there. I was there as a loader in between my college. Years.
About that time, yeah. But
and it's crazy because now it's like my income is like quadruple that an hour, and I sit in an air condition in my house in my drawers.
But you can always look back at where you were.
I know, man. It's weird because like when you work with coworkers that have never done blue collar work, it's so weird. They go directly from college to like an office job. I'm like, yo, that's amazing. I went through like 6 years of hard labor, phone companies, and all types of bullshit.
I think that's my next move, though. I think my next one is going to the office.
Bro, go to the office. It is the greatest move.
Who's going to pay me enough money, but I think that's my next
I
move.
think a part of me turned Republican the minute I got an office job. Nigga, it's like you sit.
Once you walked in the office door, you're like,
nigga, you sit in the air-conditioned office, get free coffee, snacks.
Oh, they spoil you too.
Oh, no, I'm in the IT field. It's worse, nigga. We get catered lunches, beers are on tap, fucking soda fountains, free snacks, tea, coffee. We got a machine that does espressos. So, I mean, we're spoiled in IT.
Your job, definitely.
But, hey, when you're gentrifying Raleigh and Durham, you expect nothing but the best in the industries that do it.
I'm definitely thinking of getting ready to make my transition into a field where an office is involved. Where
You
I just
better,
sit back
man.
and just kick up on the desk.
Well, that office life is one.
I'm kind of tired.
Nigga,
now.
get you a job where you work from home. Man, I don't even like people no more, man. It's just.
And that's another thing. See, I'm like, okay, so boom. If you work from home, if they told you had to go back to the office, how hard of a transition would that be?
Bro, I went to the office one time. The office is around the corner from here, and I can't do it anymore.
If they told you got to come to the office 5 days a week, are you looking for another job?
Yeah, I'm looking for another job.
Is that serious?
It's that serious, and I can get another job too. At this point, I'm at a point in my profession. I've been at it 11 years. I got options now.
That's how I think some people look at it. Like if your job asks you to come back to work and you've been working from home for so long, it's like, you know what? It's time to start looking.
Yeah, it's time to start looking for another job. Yeah, I'm getting all my stats up and all that. I'm still job hunting. You know, not saying that I'm always looking for another opportunity. Like I said, man, I need my income a certain level, get these houses in Raleigh.
I'm definitely getting ready to start looking seriously now. I wasn't looking serious, but I'm definitely getting ready to start looking seriously.
Yeah, this just you got to do it sooner than later because that Apple campus is coming to the RTP.
Right. And see the whole, like, for anybody who don't
housing
know,
prices.
We're broadcasting from. We're broadcasting from Raleigh, and Raleigh is changing
big time,
quickly,
very fast,
quickly.
Yeah, the highway got an extra lane now to handle all you out of towners coming here fucking up the city.
Raleigh bringing in all these tech jobs and things of that nature, and Raleigh is really, really, really changing so quickly, and the traffic is awful here now.
Yeah.
It's super bad.
I wouldn't know. I don't drive to work.
The worst job I ever had, and I think I told this story once or mentioned it, but like I think I was out of high school. Just got out of high school. No, I was out of college, like for the summer or something. I was me and the chick I was hanging out with at the time or something, and I needed a job, and she lived in the country, and she was like, well, you know, they got this opening, my brother does such and such, whatever, I need the money, let's go. When I tell you they took me out in this truck in the morning about probably like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was dumb early. They put me in the truck, and they had me out there chasing chickens down, giving them their shots. Bro, when I tell you that's the worst, and I've had some bad jobs, but that job there was the worst, and it always stands out because feathers are flying everywhere. So your face is just like puffed up. It's super puffy. You're trying to give these chickens shots and wrap something around their leg. Worst job I've ever had in my life. Never will do that shit again. Like, oh my God. The things we do for money at certain points in our lives, I'll never understand.
Don't do it.
It's money. Money. Yeah. Niggas do anything for
Start
money.
an OnlyFans.
Look, and we going to touch on this because I think dudes is wild. Dudes be sending money for pictures, not even of the box. Like, they be sending money for pictures of feet.
Yeah.
How wild of a dude do you gotta be? That's super wild. Like, bro, go look at some, like, you be sending money.
You know what's sicker is how they did old girl at Home Depot this week.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was the next topic we were going to get into. They ran Home Depot girl out of her job and made her quit.
Yeah. So Home Depot girl basically attention whored earlier this week and posted a photo of herself online, pretending that she was too pretty to do this job, and then she got bombarded by more attention than she deserved, especially with Shaq. Shaq outpriced the pussy. Like, yo,
Shaq coming to the chat, it's like, all right, I'm going to talk to you later.
Yeah, you can't do that, Shaq. You're a billionaire. You can't fuck with the same women we have access to.
What Shaq comes into the chat?
That pussy jumped in value.
Close that inbox.
Now the average nigga's just like, damn, I can't fuck with Shaq. I guess Shaq got the pussy. Yeah. So Shaq,
she was fine.
She's fine. I'm not going to deny that.
She was fine.
But here, the truth is, she wanted attention, and she got it.
She got it.
Now, I don't understand how she got another job and decided to post another selfie on the internet.
And they're going to find you there, too.
Exactly. I learned she'll be all right, though, regardless of whether she gets a job or not. There's going to be ballers
First of all,
hitting her up.
She's going to be... She's in her 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right now,
she could parlay it into something.
Because if once Shaq hit other ballers are getting ready to come to this party too. Now it's not Shaq. Just ain't the only one. That big shark came, so now the other big sharks are getting ready to come into this tank. Mm-hmm. Like you say, now she gone. But
she might have fucked her shit up by sharing Shaq's DM. Shaq probably want to fuck with a light skinned shorty that know how to shut the fuck up. Because the minute he just hit her up on some what's up. That was a test. Was a test.
I don't know if Shaq's married or not. If he's
he's not. He was out there with Brittany Renner.
He don't care.
Yeah, he was with Brittany Renner.
If he's single, I'm shooting my shot anywhere.
Yeah, he don't.
First of all, I'm Shaq and I got all the money in the world. What is you going to say to me? I don't.
But that's kind of the point. Nigga, go get a Don broad. Stop taking the women regular niggas have access to. You up in the pussy price.
Once Shaq came into the chat, I said, it's over.
If Shaq hops into a woman's DMs, I guess she automatically, her stock might raise, I guess.
Oh, that's just shooting through the roof.
Yeah, I can't do nothing. I ain't competing with Shaq.
You just, your standards went up and you just left my level.
You left my level. So once Shaq is done gutting you, you got to find another Shaq.
Oh yeah, you now the ballers' possessions now.
Yeah, you belong to the ballers. You can't jump back to the regular guys.
Because now you expect a certain thing, I guess.
Yeah, and you going to throw that in the nigga face. Shaq took me on a private jet when you riding coach with the bitch. What?
It's hard to go back from state to...
Yeah, so once you there until you just ugly and priced out the game.
I mean, like you said, and I'm she had to know she was going to get some attention because she's a beautiful woman. So first of all,
that's why she did it.
Now,
in the first place,
I'm sure some guys were OD with it because I know.
Oh, of course, niggas is perverts.
I know, dude. So I know
niggas went
way
thirsty,
further than they should have went with this.
They were the ones pulling up to her job.
Made the girl have to move and everything.
That's too much.
You said she was asking for attention.
Yeah.
She got the attention. Did she deserve said attention? Like you said, it's too much. I don't know because that's kind of what she was asking for. Ask for it and put yourself out there like that. Don't be surprised if you get what you're asking.
And you even had women hating on her. They were mad she was able to capture male attention without an OnlyFans page or without sexualizing herself and being fully clothed without twerking or rapping about her pussy.
Like I say.
So a lot of women were jealous.
Every woman is different. And pretty women, there is a such thing as pretty, you could do a little bit more when you're pretty. When you are pretty, average pretty is one thing, but when you're super pretty, that's a whole different thing. You could do almost whatever you want because you're just that pretty. Every woman doesn't have that. Every woman thinks they have that, but every woman doesn't have
every
that.
Every woman wants to be a bad bitch.
But every woman is not gifted with that.
Every woman wants to be a bad bitch.
She does, but every woman isn't gifted with
that.
But
that's the end goal of every woman.
People look at it, especially if it's light skin, because I've seen some ugly light skin chicks, and I've seen some beautiful dark skin ones.
Yeah.
So, it's just, if you've been hit with the super pretty gene,
that's life, and that works both ways. You could be a Jeremy Meeks ass nigga coming out of jail. with nothing to your name and get a billionaire white chick.
Shout out Jeremy Meeks first.
Yeah, but I mean,
shout out.
let's not say, yeah, that's what pretty male privilege looks like.
It's pretty male privilege. You know, you a handsome guy. Chicks are gonna, I don't care shit. He's handsome. I'll throw my money at him just like when a dude sees a pretty chick. I don't care if she's fine. I'm gonna throw my money at her.
Yeah, it depends. See, the minute I see a woman's too pretty, I said, I know she's a problem.
I'm realistic with mine. I'm going to get, she's going to be pretty, but I don't know if I'm going to get super pretty.
No, I can't deal with that. I'll be the first to tell you, I cannot deal with that.
I don't think.
Because niggas get way too thirsty when you're around a super pretty broad. And I've been on 1 or 2 dates with women.
If you were with us this one night, we went to go see a UFC fight. I'm not going to say anybody's names or anything, but there was somebody's sister at the fight. And when I say this chick was the most beautiful chick I ever seen. Like, she was really that pretty. I'll tell you who it is after we get off.
Cool.
She was really that pretty. The fight was great, but I couldn't look at the fight because that's how pretty she was. I was stuck in her face all night. That's pretty privilege. Sneaking looks. Like, because she's just that pretty. You can't even believe she there. She that pretty. So, So, like you said, Home Depot girl isn't a Home Depot girl anymore. She is.
I don't know where.
For right now, I think I saw a picture of her back to serving again, which they're going to find you again.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to find you again. You can't get away.
Exactly.
Topic switch. You put in there that someone tried to fight Michael Jai White?
Yes. So Michael Jai White is in The Blackening, that new movie that came out.
Have you watched that yet?
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I saw the previews. This shit look funny.
It's one of those movies that, everybody's going to think I want to see it. And then I can't get into it because I know it's gonna be cringe to me. Because it looks like one of those movies where you're going to get the stereotypical black humor. Like, oh, the person who's the most black, and then they're going to say some cornball shit like, oh, I don't pay my bills on time, I'm blacker than you, stupid shit like that.
From the trailer I saw.
That's what I got from the trailer.
I thought it was funny.
I'll watch it just to see it.
Because we always talk about what black people would do in scary movies.
That's why I was saying.
What it's going to be. So
that's why I said it's going to be overdone.
All right, but go ahead with the fight.
Okay, so anyway, they're saying, so somebody on Twitter said they went to a screening of The Blackening, and a male celebrity tried to fight Michael Jai White. So basically, they said, that somebody, basically a black celebrity.
Pull up Michael Jai White's height real quick. Let me.
It's not even about his height. Michael Jai White is a martial arts master in 5 different belts.
I understand that.
I think he's 6 feet.
Okay, and see that's. I'm getting ready to tell you where I'm going. Michael Jai White always kind of looking for a fight. He always has been kind of looking for a fight, and people like that, you don't really want to fight.
No,
because they really want to fight, and he's always been kind of trying to find somebody to fight. And on top of that, like you say, my boy is skilled.
Yeah, he's 6'1".
My boy is skilled with karate, jiu-jitsu,
taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, Chinese martial arts, Shotokan, Tang Soo Do, and Kyokushin, and more.
So he's walking
You're
around.
You're a bad motherfucker when Wikipedia says martial arts and it says more.
He's walking around with the I wish a nigga would attitude all the time because he just wants to see what he can do. How'd the fight go? Did it happen first?
No, it didn't. What happened was somebody broke. They said a basketball or a NBA player broke, which I believe, just guessing, it's John Sally, because it sounds like John Sally would be in the mix there. But, that's just speculation. All this is allegedly. There's no video. There's no names being thrown around about who it could be. Somebody I'd seen
allegedly wanted to fight Michael Jai White.
One person I saw allegedly that it could be is Isaiah Washington, just because he's Isaiah Washington. But that's speculation. Again, I have no proof. So, that's basically what happened, and nothing went down.
I wouldn't fight him.
I wouldn't fight Michael Jai White.
And I wouldn't fight him.
I would trick him and make him think he's my cousin. Like, you don't want to fight family.
Like, I wouldn't fight Michael Jai White. Like, he's a big dude, and you saying he's 6 foot? Yeah, he's a really big dude. Looking at, he's a big guy. I'm 6'1", and I ain't got muscle like that. Yeah. So I know he's a big guy. Then
I'm 6'2".
Definitely wouldn't want to fight him. It was smart on the other guy's part because you probably didn't want to fight him either.
No, it wasn't smart. He shouldn't have started shit with him anyway. And if it hadn't have been for bystanders to defuse it, it sounds like dude would have got his head busted.
You lucked out because like I say, he's been looking for a fight.
Yeah,
he's been looking to, especially in front of people.
This man taught Kimbo Slice how to punch.
I'm getting ready to bust somebody's ass in front of people. I've been looking for a fight, and people get ready to see me fight. Oh, I'm getting ready to beat this nigga ass. So yeah, he lucked out. He lucked out extremely. Okay, boom. If your life was a movie, who would you want to play you, and why?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I came with questions today.
I don't know.
Think about that if you're watching the show tonight and you heard the question. If your life is a movie, who?
I don't know what celebrity looks like me. I don't know what celebrity could pass by. I think Michael B. Jordan isn't handsome enough to play me, so that's out. And he's too short. You got to find a tall actor. I'm 6'2". You got to probably find a no-name because I don't resemble nobody in the current game. So I don't know who will play me.
Well,
Forrest Whitaker.
They don't necessarily have to look. Just find somebody who you would want to play you. You would kind of want them, but if they don't, then fuck it.
It'd be Forrest Whitaker. I'd have Forrest Whitaker play the younger version of me in college.
I'm trying to think. I put some thought into this, and I still couldn't think, like, who would I have? If I shot a movie, who would I have play me?
If he's still around, James Earl Jones. Nah.
I don't know. What is my boy name? Dark-skinned cat, kind of tall.
Leon?
He was in The Best Wedding.
Terrence Howard?
No, the tall...
Morris Chestnut?
With the bald head. Nah, not him either. Look, I don't even
With
know.
the bald head, you said from The Best Man.
Let me look. See, now
like the Best Man was that nigga from Oz, Morris Chestnut, Taye Diggs, and Terrence Howard. Those were the four people from The Best Man.
Oh, right. Who? Well, it's the dark skinned bald head dude.
Morris Chestnut.
It's not Morris Chestnut.
Who else was dark skinned and bald headed in The Best Man? Out of the four, what? Taye Diggs?
Oh, he might not have been the best man. I might have been tripping.
What is it? The dude from The Wood?
Yes, that dude.
Oh, okay. I forgot. It's like Michael something. I know who you're talking about, the tall nigga.
Or I'd have Bokeem Woodbine do it.
Bokeem Woodbine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have Bokeem Woodbine do it.
Yeah.
If I was going to have somebody play me, I'd have Bokeem Woodbine do it.
That would
Super
work.
dope actor.
Yeah.
And I think he would get me right. Or Dave Chappelle, one or the other.
Yeah. He would capture the essence of Branson.
Yeah. Bald, all that stuff. Yeah. All right, topic switch.
Go for it.
If you had a superpower, what would you want it to be? If you could pick your superpower, what would you want?
God, that's a hard one.
I came with questions tonight.
I'd have to go with the ability to read minds so people wouldn't waste my time. But then that would fuck me up because then I'd have the ability to convince people and change their mind, and I just wouldn't do it because they'd already.
I was gonna say, would you really want to read people?
Nah, I don't want.
Like that. That's some heavy stuff. Like that is one of the heavier superpowers.
Yeah, they'd be like, I find out if a chick don't want to give me the drawers and just leave her with the bill at dinner. Like, oh, you ain't gonna fuck me no way. Here, pay for this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm already ahead of the game. I already know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Flying's always like up there. Like I just want to be able to.
You know what? You're right. Teleportation will work. If I had the power of Nightcrawler, I'd live here and work in L.A.
X-ray vision. Is X-ray vision dope?
I wouldn't want it.
I thought that was an over
Yeah, it's just too much. That's just for perverted shit. You get tired of seeing women's monkeys.
The superpower of healing yourself, like
Wolverine. Well, you'd live forever technically.
Yeah, but then you'd have to really be a warrior. That's the only thing that's good for.
Yeah.
Like you just have to.
Oh yeah, you
just be a warrior because you're just that's what it's for.
Yeah.
What other superpowers out there that are dope? Bruce Wayne ain't got none. Let me think of other people. Batman ain't got no superpower.
Bruce Wayne is rich.
He has the rich white man superpower.
Yeah.
Let me think. Who else has a dope superpower? Spider-Man?
Climbing walls and swinging. Now, that swinging shit don't mean shit in the country. There ain't no buildings and skyscrapers. You can't.
It'd be a waste of time
it's a waste of time in Raleigh. You can't swing.
That's five swings.
I know. You already passed downtown. You can only swing in North Hills and downtown.
You really swing in North Hills.
Yeah, that's 2 blocks.
There, so I'm thinking, what other super powers are dope like that? Like
there aren't. That teleportation, I can be anywhere and live anywhere. Nigga, I live in the most boringest place. Like, give me the cheapest.
Storm superpowers dope too, though. Just to be able to change the weather, like we want 75, decent, not hot, not too, that kind of be a decent power to have too as well. Let's see. Okay. I'd be on Facebook a lot and on social media in general. I saw an article where a man cut his penis off.
Why?
For his estranged girlfriend.
Why?
Dudes out here is weirdos.
Why would anybody cut their penis off, especially when they're not under the influence of drugs? Shout out to the dude from the Wu-Tang affiliate group who cut his dick off.
I don't understand why what would make you want to take it down.
Maybe you hate your dick. I don't know. Maybe your dick did something to you.
Cause okay, man cuts off his dick to show his faithfulness to a strange girlfriend.
There's nothing faithful about it. What's the point of cheating when you can't cheat? You physically can't cheat.
First of all, she ain't gonna want you no more.
Yeah.
After you done got rid of the pecker.
Exactly.
Like so you done did yourself a huge disservice first and foremost, getting rid of the pecker. She was gonna want that. Or act like she was gonna want it anyway. Now that you got rid of it, ain't no way. Like, and then you say drug use is the only thing that could make you do something, and you got to be super high.
You got to be high off that PCP.
Like I don't even like that. That's a meth high or something. Like I don't know. Like I couldn't even imagine. Like and this for the show. Like I manscape every now and then. Every now and then you might nick yourself, and that'd be the worst pain ever. So you just going up and slice it off? Ain't no way. Like, some of y'all guys out here is weird. Just super weird. I don't blame chicks sometimes, because some of y'all dudes be weird. Doing the weirdest stuff.
Yeah. Be like that.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
It don't be like that. Like, you don't cut your penis off. It
I
don't be
don't
like that. Like,
I don't.
that is super weird. Super weird. To show that he's being faithful, he cuts it off. No. Topic switch. Go for it. Are you a professional ass watcher?
No.
You don't watch ass?
I'll take a glance at it. If it's thick, I'll remember the image and I'll keep it moving.
You store it real quick.
Yep. It's in my memory fold.
I try not to. It all depends on the ass, though. Like, every ass don't need to be looked at. But there be some asses that are standout asses. Like, you have to take, like, multiple looks at it to store in the memory. It's like the panoramic view. Like, you taking a bunch of shots and stuff like that. I'm not. See, and this is my problem. Where I work at, it puts me in a weird position because a lot of the women there are in workout clothes.
So a
That's
lot
your
of them
job?
come out-
Or like,
yeah, like they leave from the gym and come to my job.
Oh.
So they're in.
I thought you were talking
spandex.
about your coworkers. And
No.
Oh yeah.
So they're in spandex, yoga pants, stuff like that. And as much as you try not to, I'm sorry, I can't. Sometimes you can't help it. And it's everybody. It's not just black chicks. It's white chicks out here that you know, Asian chicks out here, Middle Eastern. Like, it's a lot of women out here who are putting time and effort into their buttocks. And I just want to congratulate y'all because I see it. You know, I don't like to stare. Don't look too long. But like you said, I might look again. Then might look again. But I ain't going to stare. That's rude. Staring is rude. One more topic.
Go for it.
So, I used to think that making love was having sex slow. That's not what it is. I used to think that, but that's not what it is. Making love is a mind state. It's a mind state that you and the other person are in. It might seem like the motions are a little bit slower, but it's more calculated.
Yeah.
When you're making love, the motions are more calculated, as into, you know, opposed to just we fucking. And like I said, I thought making love was slow, but it's not. It's not slow at all. It seems slow in your head because, especially if it's music playing. So it's kind of going to the music. I'm not really a big fan of music like that, but if there is music playing, it kind of goes towards the beat. Making love is a mind state. Do you like fucking or making love?
Fucking. It's better. You get her out the house quicker. I mean, making love is only for her birthday or if I do something wrong. Outside of that, most people like fucking. Nobody wants making love unless it's with somebody special on a special day or a special feeling or something.
And even if it's special, like you say, it's got to be a lot of other special things going on to accompany it.
Exactly.
It just can't be like a special person. Like, it's got to be like you say, it's your birthday. You know, you the bae and stuff like that. I'm getting ready, like, we get ready to make some of the sweetest love. You make love like if you smashing 12 times a month, you're probably making love twice. Once or twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, that ain't no normal shit.
Like, yeah, making love is not like normal. Now, I know there's some women who like, my man always make love to me. You might think so, but no, he fucking. His mind state is not in the making love mind state. Every now and then it is, but the majority of the time, he is fucking. But yeah, making love is. And then, like I say, I like to throw music into making love. That's what makes it special for me. Like, because you know it's special if you got music turned on. So, but anything else you want to add in tonight, bro?
I'm good. We rocked for 2 hours solid.
We did 2 hours tonight. First of all, I got to give a shout out to my co-hosts with the Moses, Kelli Jo, who is not here tonight, but we miss you, bae. I will probably more than likely see you tonight. Shout out my homegirl, Vita. Definitely got to shout out Budha. You will find us tonight if you're in the Raleigh area. We will be out at Club Nouveau.
What's the...
Nothing but the baddies.
Yes.
Music by my man, DJ Layup. He is definitely going to be in the building on the 1s and 2s. Club Nouveau, 808 West Hodges Street, Raleigh, North Carolina. Like I said, if you want to come hang out with the F, and that's where we're going to be at tonight. Be safe out this weekend. We're celebrating this weekend, like I said, Father's Day. Want to shout my dad out again. I love you, man. I will be calling you tomorrow. Want to shout out my
my son Q, who just had a daughter. Happy Father's Day, my guy. I want to shout out all the other fathers. Happy day to my guys. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it to the fullest. Then Juneteenth is the following day. Get the charcoal ready. Get ready. Get the grill ready. It's going to be a great and amazing weekend. No drinking and driving. You know, already know how we do. Have a good time tonight. The whole team should be back next week. I believe the whole team will be intact next week. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Me and Doug probably get right out here and see what the hell going on out here. Y'all be safe tonight. Enjoy yourself. Shout out to all our new faithful viewers. Shout out to the regulars. Share our shit. We get ready to slide.
All right.
Y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. Appreciate